Top of the morning to you wee lasses. YTD is ready to celebrate St. Patrick's Day with 3 decidedly non-Irish snacks. So go put on your green and grab your shillelagh, because the road is rising up to meet us right now on You Tried Dat. You Tried Dat. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Nick Novak, my pal Shad Hancock.
I definitely knew it was St. Patrick's Day. Yep, I knew this was the St. Patrick's Day episode before 5 seconds ago.
Nick Geiger.
I mean, I knew it was St. Patrick's Day. That's why I showed up at the podcast just fucking blitzed. I am so drunk right now. I've been drinking green beer and eating corned beef, and I'm just fucked up.
Well,
cool.
You know who loves St. Patrick's Day is Disneyland. And if you've read the news recently, you might have seen that Splash Mountain is closing.
Yep.
That's right.
And if you also perused eBay, you might have seen that you can buy water from the last day of Splash Mountain for only a couple grand.
They're giving it away.
Wow, a couple grand.
All right, we were just at Disney World. That is some fetid swamp water you're diving into. That's not like some Evian crystal clear blue water you're drinking.
I get if you like, okay, you're going to get the sign, like part of the sign or artwork. But the water, it's not the same water.
Sounds like a scam, you say?
That water is where the next pandemic is coming from. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much shit in that water mixing around.
That is our test level cup, or our test cup level scam right there.
Yeah.
That is bad.
Now, how was it packaged? Was it like in a water bottle, or was it like they were just going to pour it into an envelope and mail you the wet envelope?
It was in like a little like Tupperware size, but it was a glass thing, like a little like what you'd have a small candle in.
So is this like some random dude that just went over there and bottled some like Tupperware some water and is selling it?
No, this was Bob Iger.
On the Disney website, yeah.
Bob Iger's eBay account.
You can buy a Disney sweatshirt, a Mickey Mouse toothbrush, and a Tupperware jar full of water.
Right. So get on that if you are a Disney fan. It might be a good birthday gift. And Chad, you daughter recently had a birthday, is that right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my daughter just turned 4. Actually, by the time this comes out, it'll be like a month or so ago. But I there was an incident at the birthday party, and I wanted to get your guys' kind of take on, food sharing, food contamination etiquette. Okay. So my mom came over for the birthday party. We had a small party. It was just close family or whatever. I baked a cake. It was at my daughter's request, a yellow cake with M&Ms mixed in, chocolate frosting, and sprinkles, and a single Oreo on top. That was what she wanted the cake.
That's a kid's cake order if I've ever heard one. That's yeah.
Side note, I couldn't help myself. So I actually put like a bunch of Oreos on top because I wanted some Oreos as part of the cake. And she came out and she saw it. She's like, I wanted just one Oreo.
Whoa.
I was like, too bad. You get more Oreos.
A cake castle with Splash Mountain water moat.
So my mom is gluten-free. Okay, so she can't have any of the cake. But she does still have a sweet tooth, and so she had asked me to cut her a slice of the cake that was like a lot of frosting, and she was just gonna like scoop the frosting off with her fork and eat like only that and leave the cake behind. I'm like, fine, whatever, there's plenty of cake to go around, you can have your frosting slice
as long as there's 3/4 left for you.
I was just gonna say, yeah, she can have the leftover quarter.
So the cake's in the middle of the table, right? Like everybody's gotten a slice, whatever. I of course have gone back for a second slice because that's what I do. But it's still in the middle of the table. My mom has finished her frosting from her slice. I look over, she's got her fork. She just runs it across the top of the cake that's in the middle of the table.
Her used fork? Like that she used to eat the rest? Okay.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
And just takes like a big old mouthful of frosting and then does it again. Like 2 big forkfuls from the cake that's there in the middle of the table, the middle of the cake, not like an edge where it's like, okay, we just cut off the piece, but
crossed
like just
over multiple pieces.
Right. Also touching a bunch of Oreos that she can't eat, right? I mean,
no. She went
herself?
in between.
Okay.
The Oreos were like lined up around the side. Okay. So she went like in between the Oreos or whatever. And so we were like, Mom, what are you doing? You're like contaminating the cake or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, oh, well, like didn't your daughter kind of contaminate it when she blew the candles out and spit all over it? So what do you guys think? Is that, how's that for cake etiquette? Would you do that or allow that?
I would not do that. Also,
we live in a society.
I'm not a huge frosting fanatic, but also if that's the only part of the cake I could eat, I might be more enticed to want to do that. Now, I assume this frosting was kept in a burnt oak cask.
Yeah, right. Because she has right. Old story of her having a burnt oak cask allergy. Right.
I would not. I would not do it, but I wouldn't think anything. I might laugh at someone, but it wouldn't even stop me from eating those pieces that somebody else ate off of. I'm like very far from germaphobe, so if it was someone I knew like that, a family member, I'd laugh at it and wouldn't think it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Geiger, what about you?
It's definitely kind of inconsiderate. I'll say that. Like I would not have loved that. I'm with Novak. It wouldn't gross me out if it was my own mom, probably. Like she used to probably clean my face by like licking her thumb and wiping my face. Like I've probably got her spit all over me at various times.
Sure.
I think so. My wife kind of does this sometimes. Like she also is celiac, and she will have pizza. And so I'll have a pizza. The kids and I'll have a bunch of pizza, and she'll have a gluten-free one. And like there'll be pepperoni on ours, and she'll just come by and like pick all the pepperonis off a piece of pizza and eat them. And I'm like, "What do you have your own fucking pizza? I want like who wants to eat this ripped up piece? Like because half the cheese comes with it. Like you just ruined a piece of pizza. Now, granted, it's just a piece of pizza. We have a bunch of other shit, but it irritates me. And she'll do that too. Like we'll make like stew. And her second helping will just be her going in and picking out all the pieces of meat. I'm like, you can't do that. Like that's, I didn't just make myself a pot of potatoes and gravy to eat later. Like that's not.
Maybe you should have. Then she wouldn't have swiped any of it. Right, all those with potatoes and gravy.
Could be that it's cake because as you're mentioning other things, I'm thinking, well, if, I don't care if she does it with the cake, but if she'd have done that shit to like brownies, I'm starting to get upset.
Just scraped off the top skin layer or whatever.
She took the Oreo, scraped the cream out from the middle, and put the Oreo back down.
Yeah, I should clarify. It's not that I was like necessarily grossed out by like, oh my God, I might be sharing food with my mom. Like, I don't care about that. What I ended up doing was actually like slicing that middle piece out that she had done that with, and then like eaten that myself as my third piece of cake. It was more just like, oh, like now there's like. Like is the cake gonna go bad faster because it's contaminated or whatever? The answer to that, of course, is no, because I finished the cake the next day. But
So what's ruder? Your mom scraping one swipe of frosting off, or you eating 3/4 of the cake up for your daughter's birthday? That's ruder.
She was like, she did say to me like, now, Daddy, don't eat all of this cake because this is my birthday cake. And I'm like, okay, we can share it. So I saved her one last piece.
Okay, well, I made it, paid for it. You live in my house. So.
Yeah, basically. All right.
She does not know what family she was born into.
Got to compete for a cake around here. Act fast.
Don't eat that cake. Good one, kid.
And then I went to go see Avatar 2 this week. It's a movie that I saw. That's my review of it. But
did you get any of the water from it?
Yeah, it was the way of Splash Mountain water.
They ruined the ride that's in canon in Disney. They had a battle there and they had to shut it down.
It was weird, the climax of the movie, right? Like the sky people come down again, and they're like fighting them in the water, and then like Bob Iger was there with them, and he was just like scooping water out into like cups. And then he had his computer with him. I don't know. It was a little out of place.
And then Avatar was like, "This is contaminated."
His name is Avatar.
Avatar. Bob Iger as himself.
What was one character's name? I can't tell you one character's name.
The main guy is Jake Sully. That's Mushmouth Sam Worthington. It plays Jake Sully. But all the rest of the characters' names are just fucking like jumbled, like Nerda Turturturf. You know what I mean? Like just fucking random letters thrown together.
Avatar.
Yeah, is anyone named Avatar? Yeah.
But anyway, so I had
I'm Bobby Avatar.
Striding through this big blue alien. I gotta go get what do they want, trees or some shit? I don't even remember what the original one. They're just destroying their planet for minerals or something. Right?
Yeah.
Then no. It was unobtainium. The dumbest fucking resource name I've ever heard in my life.
In the new one, it's they don't want the unobtainium anymore. In the new one, they want. I'm not making this up. I'm just gonna spoil it. In the new one, they want whale brains, which make humans immortals. So they'll hunt these whales and just drill out their brains, and then the guy's like, "This stops human aging. Just stops it." That's the actual line. Like, okay, dude. Fucking stupid.
Bob Iger looks up, shrugs his shoulders, keeps scooping the water in.
So anyways, so I was the only person in the theater because it was like 11 o'clock on a Wednesday, like 11 in the afternoon or whatever. And so there's one. It's at the Alamo Draft House. So I don't know if you guys have ever been to an Alamo, but they serve food. They waiters come to you and you can order I got a breakfast sandwich, French fries, 3 chocolate chip cookies.
What can I get you, Sarah? I'll have a cake with M&M's, yellow cake, and 1 Oreo.
I said one Oreo. You throw it at him, yeah.
And also sprinkle that with some whale brains if you could. But anyway, so the movie, as you know, as you probably know, is very long. But as it's getting out, so I get up to leave. And I walk out, and the woman she's the waitress, but also the usher, going to clean the theater, which she had a lot to clean because this movie I just ropes of jizz all over the theater because I was so excited about this movie. But she is sitting outside in a chair, and she kind of just had woken up from a nap, it seemed, and she's like, Oh, is that movie finally over? That thing's
it was 3 days later. Yeah. What day is it?
She goes, "Is it finally over? That movie's 5 fucking hours long." I just started cracking up. I'm like, "Yep, it's a long one."
Wow.
Anyway.
All right, let's eat some snacks.
Let's eat some whale brains.
Yeah, we've got 3 snacks. We rate them on a 5-point scale. They love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's start with the beef jerky. Was did that movie have Seamus O'Avatar in it?
They go to see these sea avatars, these ocean, not avatars, Navi, I guess they're the sea Navi.
Avatars?
And they are green, slightly greener, they're a greenish blue.
That adds up.
Maybe they were celebrating St. Patty's Day.
Weren't the bad guys fire avatars or something?
I heard the third movie. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to be fire. We're just gonna call them avatars. They're supposed to be fire avatars in the third one.
Any character or object in that movie is an avatar.
So the avatars come down and they face off against the avatars. They're trying to mine for Avatar.
Jake Avatar was talking to the other Avatar.
All right, this is Vermont Smoking Cure Barbecue Seasoned Beef Stick. I think we've had some other Vermont products before.
Have we had this actual one?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
That'd be awkward.
It's a bit thicker than like a Slim Jim, but I guess pretty standard cylindrical straw-shaped beef stick.
No, but we did eat Vermont jalapeno lime beef stick. And that's it. Not the barbecue beef stick. I got this on my quest to find... I feel like I'm on a quest to find the ultimate meat stick. You know what I mean? Because, like...
I know what you mean. Right?
His name is Peter North.
Searched far and wide. My internet history is full of searches for meat sticks.
Who has best meat stick?
Because I feel like, like Geiger, you really like jerky.
Yep.
Me, not so much, because the texture just hard. It's usually a little too spicy. I feel like a meat stick would be more up my alley for that, like, snacking meat, if that's what I'm craving,
Mm-hmm.
But we've tried a bunch of meat sticks on this pod, but I feel like I haven't found one where I'm just like, this is the meat stick. This is my whale brains. I haven't found that.
Isn't that how the Avatar connect with the Na'vi? They stick their meat stick into their mouth and then they mentally link. Isn't that how it worked?
Yes. They do hair fuck.
Say yes or no, and let's move on.
Wait for an answer.
Why is this taking so long? This is a bad joke. Abort.
All right, Guy, you're up first. You like the jerky, your meat stick. So what do you think of this?
This is the most like down the middle, like kind of just and there innocuous snack. So my problem with this is probably it's too soft. It's just like I wish there was like more snap to it, like when you bite it. But there's it's just kind of like, just like sort of like mushy. I guess not mushy. That's the wrong way to put it. But it's just too soft when you bite into it. And the spice is okay. It just tastes like your standard garden variety beef stick. It's just not with no snap whatsoever. It's like eating like a parboiled hot dog. It's like a little firmer than that, but that's about it. So I will give it a indifferent. It's fine. In a pinch, it would do. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste great. It's just kind of like I said, like the most generic beef stick I could possibly think of.
Chad?
Yeah, my meat stick quest continues, I think. I don't love this flavor. I think, a lot of times barbecue sauce, it can either kind of go sweet or spicy. I tend to like barbecue when it's a little bit sweeter, which is the least surprising sentence I probably ever said on this pod. But this one does have like just that tiny little kick on the end. I actually don't mind it, but the overall flavor is just not really there for me. I'm right with Geiger. I'll give it an indifferent to that.
I am searching far and wide to extract the kick that you find in this.
If this is too spicy, then
I'm not saying it's too spicy. It's too spicy. I would prefer it to be sweeter. That's all.
I don't like barbecue sauce a ton because I don't like the sweetness of it. Mm-hmm. This I don't even think though tastes all that much like barbecue sauce or really like anything except just generic meat stick. Sort of like I would like it to be spicier. Sort of like that's what I would look forward to the next one. Like when I look forward to the fire avatar, I would look forward to also the fire meat stick. In this case, I'm just going to give it another indifferent to that. So we lined with a lazy electioneer of a meat stick. Let's eat what are these things? There's no English on the package.
Oh, this is called a Haitai Ace New York Crackers cheesecake flavor.
Oh,
well,
it took me a while to figure that out. I had to
a cracker that tastes like cheesecake. Okay.
Yeah, I got these from the Asian grocery store around here.
The package is 5 crackers that are just basically a square, like a bit bigger than, say, a Ritz.
I thought this would be like a sandwich cookie or something.
Yeah, they look like it looks like even when you turn it over, like you had split like a sandwich type of Oreo type sandwich, and there should have been something in the middle of it. They are buttery in your hands.
So smooth and buttery.
Chad, you're up first. Do you taste any cheesecake here?
I don't taste cheesecake. Maybe there's a little bit of cheese. Maybe. Or maybe I'm imagining that because they told me there's supposed to be. I'm not sure. I don't know. This one's weird because it's not bad, but I don't think it's good either. I don't really want to eat any more of it. It's got a good crunch. It is buttery. It's kind of smooth in a way that is a little weird as you chew on it. Yeah, I don't know. Indifferent to that.
I think you said some keywords there. You said buttery, smooth,
and
it's got a nice crunch. I think
you said some nice words here. I'm going to repeat everything you said. You said all of them in the form of a paragraph.
Well,
I'm going to deconstruct them and say them again.
You started saying them. I got more erect with each one you said.
Oh, man.
But then at the end, you let me down and still gave it a low grade despite your glowing praise of it.
Despite Novak's glowing hard on.
My glowing blue avatar erection.
You got your the old Ava hard on down there.
So I think this is everything you want in a cracker like this. It's better, I think, than your Townhouse, your Ritz. It's buttery. It's got a clean taste. And because I think it's kind of
taste.
This is a Miller Lite? What do you got?
It does not taste like Splash Mountain water. It's clean.
Because I think this is kind of the top of the line for this cracker. I'm not going to downgrade it because it doesn't have anything in it, because you probably want to put something on this cracker. But for this, I think it's very, very good. I'm going to give this a low level love dat.
What?
What?
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I am used to routinely being stunned by Chad's ratings. You and I are generally saying that was the most batshit review I have ever heard. So hold on. It's the best of its kind. What is its kind? It's a cracker with sugar on it. What's its kind?
It's kind of...
Name another sugary cracker you've ever eaten.
I don't want to call this sugary.
Well, it's a sweet cracker.
Well, yeah, I think it's like Ritz, Townhouse. What's the other brand?
With a sugar glaze on it. Look, you got to be a cookie or a cracker. Pick one. This one's trying to split the difference. It's crunchy, great. A little bit buttery, fine. And then it's got this
Don't forget smooth.
That's not wrong.
It's smooth.
It's smooth. It's
That's
buttery.
the other one I said.
Right. Also, like Chad said, I saw Avatar 2 this week. No, it's
clean as hell.
It is clean. This is the weirdest. It's clean.
It's got a clean taste.
Oh yeah, I come in from a hard day of mowing the lawn. I just want a nice, cool, refreshing Ace Haitai.
I didn't tell you to eat it after you mowed the lawn.
Clean and refreshing.
I told him that. Only eat it after you mow the lawn.
It would be good to munch on while you watch a 5-hour movie.
It's a sugar cracker. It's fine. It's boring as shit. It's just it's a sweet cracker. It's fine. I'd rather just eat a Ritz cracker. I know you're putting it back. You don't have to prove it to me. You're staring at it. You're munching on them, making eye contact while you're jacking off. I give it an indifferent. I'm fine that you even if you would have said, "Oh, I like this." That's fine. Someone loving this, unless they own the company. It's just,
why are we eating them if Love Dem is not on the table?
No, you can rate it that way. I'm talking about this specific snack being a love is bizarre to me.
No, you don't understand. The rating scale must be narrowed down when I say so.
I never said you couldn't love it. I said I'm shocked that you do.
Well, I do.
Wow.
And now I'm doubling down.
Yeah, no
Now
shit.
it's a high level love bit.
Now it's the best thing I ever tasted.
Tell you what, I'm rooting everything else to hate that from here on out. Mount Snackmore, here we come.
So it does have a love and 2 indifference.
Wow.
It's in the lead, but the chocolatey tree stumps, they look good on the package.
Sure do.
So I think they're going to pose a challenge. All right, Geiger, what do you got?
Real quick before he gets to the segment,
Yeah.
that was the thing I was going to tell you guys. But I downloaded this app for the movie. It's called Run P. Have you guys heard about this?
What?
No, you know we haven't.
It's an app where you type in a movie and it tells you like the spots that you can take a bathroom break and like not miss much. So it'll be like at 52.
What?
It'll be like at 52.
I think
So you don't miss like a
spots in
plot
the
spoiler
theater
or something. Primarily the bathroom.
Row G. behind seat 2.
That lady had a lot to clean up.
It's impossible for any of the ushers to see you if you duck behind row F.
The further back, then the more
Take a
the pee
shit.
goes down. It'll dribble all the way down the stadium seating.
If you're seeing it in Theater 12 at the Alamo Dome, Teresa likes to take a nap. You can shit wherever you want.
Yeah, but it'll be like at 52 minutes, Jake says, oh, I'm an avatar now. And then, like, you have 4 minutes before anything else interesting happens or whatever. And so then you can go pee, and then you can click, like, read synopsis, and it'll tell you, like, everything that you missed during those, like, 4 minutes or whatever.
At 95 minutes, Bruce Willis finds out he has been dead. So now you can pee anytime you want.
Rosebud's a sled. Pee at the end. That's some great screenwriting. So one of the lines was, "I'm an avatar now." Wow. All right. That's pretty great. There's a Navi. Oh, okay. Well, it's time to go. Got to go pee real quick. I would be hilarious if so it's like what a 4-hour movie or something. If they just said the best time to pee is anywhere between hour 2 and 3, like you won't miss anything. It's just Sigourney Weaver getting railed or something.
When Worthington just walks into a corner, starts pissing, then stares straight at the camera and goes, "Now would be good."
See anything you want to be doing?
I'll wait. There's only one of you in the theater. I might as well wait till you get back. Oh, how do you know? We look around.
All right, Geiger, what you got?
All right, yeah. We are going to obviously, as I definitely knew, this was coming out on St. Patrick's Day, so I put together a segment that has nothing to do with that. Instead, we are going to dip into the Reddit well again to go back to Would You Rather. So I'll be asking you guys some questions, and you have to tell me what you would rather do. So here we go. I've got
First one. Watch Avatar 2 or not. Not!
Would you rather be an avatar, eat an avatar, avatar an avatar? All right, we'll start off. This is a food podcast, of course. Everyone knows we mostly talk about snacks here, right? So, would you rather eat a jar of mayo or eat a stick of butter?
I'll go because this is pretty easy.
I think it's probably easy. I'm easy to say.
And I like mayonnaise quite a bit to put on sandwiches. I'm a mayonnaise fan, but the idea of eating a jar of mayonnaise is vile. I think I could actually get through the stick of butter easier than the jar. So butter is an easy choice for me.
Is it like a travel jar? You know, like one of those like at a hotel.
Yeah, it's like I like those jars of mayo you get in hotels. What hotel gave you a jar of mayo? Like with room service or something, maybe?
Yeah. Right.
That's the type of jar you'd keep Splash Mountain water in.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's one thing we know about a stick of butter. It's that it's buttery smooth, and clean. So
careful, Nomak's gonna mayo in his pants over there.
and mayo is something I've only recently started eating, and only in small amounts. Like I wasn't really a fan of it until recently.
What? Small amounts?
Like
I started incorporating a teaspoon of mayo into my diet every day. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Look, I brush my teeth with mayo now. That's what I'm saying. No, I mean, like, if you put mayo on a sandwich, I will have a very light spread. You know what I mean? Like, only just a dabble of mayo. Not like some people will, like, really slather that shit on or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll take the butter.
Okay. I personally, look, eating a jar of mayo sounds like the most disgusting thing on earth. However, eating a stick of butter will ruin my entire day. So as we all know, I will brown out my pants. So, all right.
So butter it is for you then?
So butter. Yeah, I'll eat the butter. And actually, also, I think the butter would be over a lot faster. Like you could just get it done a lot easier.
If you're going to eat a stick of butter, do it at the 1:45 mark.
Are you lactose intolerant? Yes or no? We need to find you a 45-minute slot to get you back in this movie.
Eat the butter at 1:45. All you missed is a couple whales getting domed with a drill. No big deal.
Wait until the butter avatars show up. That's going to get real uncomfortable. All right. Number 2. So in this scenario, time stops and everything freezes but you. So it's like in a movie where the time slows down and everyone just kind of is frozen in place. But you are not. So you have 4 choices of what you would rather do in that instance. Would you, A, steal as much money as possible? B, mess with people while they're frozen?
I mean, time is stopped, so that's like all the money is what you can take.
I mean, you could take years to do it. All right, 2, mess with people while they're frozen.
Like
3,
put somebody's finger up their nose or something like that?
Could, or other things. 3,
have them taking a shit in the back row of the theater when you unfreeze.
You're gonna make them take a shit? Feed them butter until they start having diarrhea?
Make them shit.
Like, you can't control their bodily functions. You can just mess with them. 3,
Finally stop time.
It'll
make some people shit.
I'm going to use my infinite resources and time to invent the brown note.
Oh, look, there's hundreds of dollars laying around. Yeah, but I'm going to make that guy shit his pants. 3, go places that you can't normally go and just explore them, like by yourself, like without
like the vault of a bank.
Yeah. But that one, yeah. I don't want to. And then, or 4, enjoy the peace and quiet. Just go about your daily life and
those are my only choices.
Yes. Look, it's Reddit. They're not great people.
What places can't I normally go? I'm dying to get into.
Right. I actually think, not to influence your decision, but like if everything's frozen, you can actually get to less places because like cars are frozen on the road, planes don't work. Like you're kind of stuck to wherever you can get on foot. But
unless you can fly your own plane,
right?
Unless you could fly your own plane, or you could make the guy get on a plane, use the bathroom, and then have him fly the plane.
Just make everybody shit themselves to form a bridge across the Pacific of shit.
Right. Ruin the entire Earth by having the ocean level raised 3 inches because it's full of shit.
I'm not like places I can't go aren't places far away. I can go those places.
You cannot.
I'm thinking of some like restricted places, like
Area 51.
Yeah, when's the last time you've been to Avatar? You can't get there just normally.
Right. The Lady Avatar's locker room.
The planet Avatar.
Uh-oh. Look at a hole in the wall, the old Lady Avatar room.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Look at the tail on that one.
I don't know why stopping time makes me a criminal.
Look, this is what they came up with. Volunteer at a soup kitchen. Yeah, fine. Do that one. Feed soup to no one. Force soup down their mouths until they take a shit.
Wait, this is going to be... all these homeless people are going to be shit. Oh wait, what's the one I don't have of enjoy quiet, which I
enjoy peace and quiet.
Do I live on a freeway pass or something like what? What's the last one that I'm not?
Enjoy peace and quiet.
No, I know.
Oh,
but like, I've
steal as much as possible. Mess with people while frozen. Go to places.
Nah, mess with people. I guess.
Enjoy. Yeah. Stick your finger up their nose, or their finger up their nose. Like it's not yours.
I can pick everybody's nose now.
The time when freezes and you're standing there. Hey, dude.
Hey, why'd you invent a stop time machine? Oh, I just wanted to eat everybody's boogers. Normal stuff.
Chad, how about you?
I'm actually going to do the peace and quiet one because with 2 little kids running around and like I have like my video game backlog and movie backlog is just growing by the day. So I'm just going to stop time and just fucking play Metroid for a day and a half or whatever.
Marty, I've invented a time machine. Oh, good. I can go back and get Tetris 2 done. I've been meaning to get that cleared off the old backlog. All right.
I didn't mean I was going to play the original Metroid. I mean, like the new ones.
My bad.
But guys, I got to play some Pong. Be right back.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah. Shouting at frozen people.
the people that are shitting all around
me. 3. What would you rather have happen for the next 2 years? So this is going to happen for the next 2 years of your life. Mm-hmm. Every day you wake up drunk.
Ugh. Drunk, not hungover?
Drunk.
Okay.
And it takes the whole day to go away? Or
I don't know. It depends on how well you recover from that. 2, read minds and find that everyone that hates, or read everyone's mind and find out that everyone hates you.
I don't need to read minds to know that.
Yeah. 3, you get spontaneous blindness for 4 hours total per day, but you don't know when. It's like a cumulative 4 hours that you don't know when it's going to happen. 4, you have extreme gas and bloating, but it goes away if you scream at people. And 5, severe itchiness and sores all along your right side.
Ooh, do I have to scream? I know you probably don't have clarifying answers for this, but
hold on, let me call the guy that wrote it. Hey, Phil.
Is it every time I'm not screaming at somebody, it's gonna hurt? So I got to be constantly screaming, or I just scream and then I'm good for the day?
I'm guessing you just need to scream like once and it goes away, because it wouldn't make sense. Like, why would you bother screaming then if it just keeps coming back?
Right.
Oh, so that you wouldn't have extreme gas.
Because I think that's the easier. I think that's the one sticks out as the best.
But I think you would have to scream at somebody. It can't be like you're driving by in a car and like you scream at the other car. Like you have to go up to someone and scream. Probably. Can
it be you?
Sure, man. Man, Novak fucking hates me.
Can it? Now, if I scream, if I'm watching Avatar alone and screaming at the avatars on the screen,
fuck you, Sully. So I wonder if also you can scream nice things like, I like your shirt, and then like your gas goes away.
Right. I still think that's the best, and then the sores maybe second, but the blindness, that's just
that.
The blindness, it
crash your car.
Yeah, it's gonna hit you while you're driving. You're dead. Yeah. The drunk thing, like, I mean, your whole, at least the first half of your day is ruined. You're gonna get fired, etc. The sores, I'm not super excited about. I think it's the scream thing. You just make a deal with your wife, like. You just wake up every morning, turn to her, and be like, "Good morning," and then then the gas goes away for the day or whatever.
The sores, I'm not crazy about. No shit.
Not crazy about having sores. Actually, though, but also like the I would probably take the thinking one or the people's thoughts ones over the sores because, whatever. Like, I don't really want to know people's thoughts, but like.
You've said before that would be terrible. Like finding out.
It would be terrible, but
yeah,
like I said, I'm not crazy about the source.
Okay. But you found that you said you were also finding out that everybody hates you,
right?
Yeah.
You wake up next to your wife, and she's like, you read her mind, like this fucking jackass is overside.
This is like
at me.
This is like a movie plot where then I can use that to like become a better person, and then like.
Right.
Right,
turn
that's
it
it.
around or something.
Yes. Yeah, this is what women want, part 2, only it's everybody.
I'll take the sores and the screaming so that when I scream at people and they're like, "What's your problem?" and I lift my shirt and I'm like, "Got these sores."
I'll basically be an angry leper for the rest of my life. All right. This next one we're going to do, it's a little more of a coming back to more realistic. It's an age-old question. Mm-hmm. Tale as old as time. Would you rather have a bad stomach ache or a bad headache? Real thinker.
Headache. Stomach.
You'd rather have a headache?
I'd rather have the headache. Okay. Actually, I know it is tough. It's not an easy decision, but and both are tough to get around with. But the stomach ache's just like debilitating. Like you said, bad stomach ache, so I'm like picturing like a really painful. So it is tough, and I'm going stomach ache. Or I mean headache.
Oh, okay.
What? But it is tough, and I changed my mind.
It is tough to follow what I'm saying. So,
in conclusion, Avatar.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of either one of these, but I definally get more headaches.
What a
than
who's in the top physical condition. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, that's how you describe me. Physical peak.
Wait, how have you eaten 3/4 of a cake in 2 days and not had a stomach ache? What the fuck is that possible?
I do have like kind of an iron stomach in a lot of ways. And usually if I get a headache, I'll just pop like 2 Advil or something and it's gone in like 20 minutes.
See, to me, like a headache is just debilitating. Like you can't think like when your head hurts that bad.
Yeah, I think I would rather pick the stomach ache because like I hear these stories about people with the migraines or whatever, and they just like have to like lay down, for like hours or something like that. Like at least with the stomach ache, I could be like doubled over and still playing Metroid or something.
My stomach is so shitty. I'm like halfway on the verge of shitting my pants pretty much all day. So I'm used to stomach aches. I'm just praying no one freezes time because I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be shitting somewhere that I shouldn't.
You're a prime candidate for a guy with time stop machine.
Oh, yeah. I'm target 1. All right.
You're the warm-up.
Yeah.
Give us some good choices. Come on. You're sticking us with fucking stomach aches and butter and
I'm
mayonnaise.
mixing it up. You'd be surprised. Most of these on Reddit are completely nonsensical dumb, unless you wanted 16 questions about which anime character you'd rather fuck. All right. Vertical mouth or Avatar? No. Would you rather have a vertical mouth or a horizontal butt crack?
That's easy.
You wanted a better one, huh?
That is simple. Why do I care? I don't really care that much about which way my butt crack goes. Right?
Some of the reasoning on there was like, it'd be really weird when you're sitting down. I'm like, it'd be really fucking weird walking around looking like a Venus flytrap, you fucking asshole.
I mean, your pants aren't going to fit right.
Yep. Society's not going to fit right either.
I'm going to become the guy who never got past the pandemic for the next 50 years, who always is wearing a mask. Yeah, that's a little freakish, and I'm sure there's some issue with my horizontal butt crack, but I'm willing to put up with it.
I guarantee I'll find something wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like, what does your taint even look like then? You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be weird too.
Right.
So it's sort of a cascading effect in that way. You got to learn how to wipe left to right now. You know, that's all different.
I also think when you're bending over, like you're exposed, like when I bend over now, my butt crack remains closed up. You bend over, wouldn't your butt crack like open up? Be kind of bad.
And then what happens?
And then you better find row G in the theater real quick.
Just stop time, guys. Just waiting for that second.
And click. He's exposed, boys.
You could vertical mouth. You could have some fun facial hair. You know, like split mustache. That's about all I can think of.
You could, I guess.
You know what I see when I see a guy with a vertical mouth? I think, look at that stash.
Now, you would be famous. You could live your whole life and no one will know you have a horizontal butt crack, but you could make...
Yeah, that's the point.
You'd be like, I got the point, yeah. You could be a nationwide celebrity for the guy with the vertical mouth if you could turn it into like a career or something.
Yeah, just on the reasons it would be like kind of hard to smile. I think I will go with the butt crack.
People couldn't see my beautiful smile.
On this season of Big Brother Celebrity Edition, we've got David Spade, Emmett Smith, vertical mouth guy. Hey, look at my mustache. All right. We're going to go back to a more normal question again. We're alternating a little bit. Would you rather live in an awesome house, like your dream home, everything you could possibly want, all the Metroid machines you could play, but it's in a town or city that has absolutely nothing to fucking do? Or live in an awesome city, like your favorite city in the world, awesome location, but have a tiny, terrible place to live?
So my current
Your place isn't terrible.
I know, just kidding. Well, but if you had this like dream house with everything you needed to do, then you wouldn't you wanted to do, you wouldn't need to leave, right? You got a movie theater right there, so you can take all the shits you want. You've got
your dream house has every restaurant and movie theater in the world in it. That's your dream house.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, great. French Laundry's in my basement. I don't have to even leave. I've got Thomas Keller locked up in the trunk of my car.
Yeah.
Just comes out whenever I want him to cook me something.
I mean, that sounds fucking great.
You're fucking Willy Wonka? This is kind of weird.
My dream house probably would have a chocolate river in it. That's probably true.
Mine would too.
Man, I haven't been to a concert in forever. Where the fuck is Aerosmith? Oh, yeah, they're upstairs. I got it.
They're upstairs. Living on the edge. They're just so fucking tired of playing.
Like, why did you stop playing? You left the room. No, you're supposed to be playing all the time in case I happen in here.
Is this your dream house? No.
Please don't freeze time and make me shit again. Please, don't play anything you want. Steven Tyler kind of has a vertical looking mouth. He's all fucked up anyway.
Can you please not make me shit again? And then you hold up stop time remote and say, dream on. And then you click it.
All right, so we're
shitted. Because I'm the one that shitted you.
What song is that?
That's the fucking you referenced Jaded of all the goddamn Aerosmith songs. The shittiest.
I remember I saw an interview with Steven Tyler like a little bit after that song came out. And he was like sitting there and he was like, yeah, we've had a lot of hits, like a lot of really, famous music that people really love. But I just never really thought that we had that perfect song. And then one day it hit me. Jaded. And I'm like, he thinks this is their perfect song? Jaded? Fucking piece of shit.
Shitted. I like that's a great improv.
Thanks.
Shit when I turn out the lights. Shit when this guy just stops time.
I don't want to shit my pants.
All right, what are you doing? Pick one.
I probably it's because I'm at the point in my life where my kids have now gotten old where I can do stuff again. I just spent years at home, not doing all the stuff I used to. I think I'm going to take the smaller place with stuff to do.
I would take that too because it's better, easier to have a social life when it's like, oh, we can meet up with other people versus like, oh, I got to come to your fucking house again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
All right, we got two more.
Tired of Aerosmith.
This one I think might also be an easy decision, but it just made me laugh when I saw it. All right, would you rather A, look like Jar Jar, or B, speak like Jar Jar. It'd be pretty bad either way.
One's much worse.
Right, but you could like be on Celebrity Big Brother season 10 if you looked like Jar Jar.
You think whatever deformity I have, I'm going to be incredibly famous.
You would. If you were a live Jar Jar Binks, you'd be hunted for sport. Are you fucking kidding me?
This season on Dancing with the Stars, Jar Jar Binks partners up with Vertical Mouth. Yeah, I mean, I want to sound like Jar Jar. Like you could turn that into like also like a famous comedy act of some kind. Like a novelty.
Yeah, all those guys that just haven't. Man, why haven't some stand-up thought that he could just go up and do a Jar Jar impression for a 3-hour set and be famous?
It could be funny.
Misa, don't understand the deal with airports. What the fuck is he doing? All right. Novak, speak. I assume you're on the...
Yes.
Okay. All right, we got one more. And it's on the surface, it's pretty simple. However... there's a lot of conditions. So
cool.
All right. The premise is you have to engage in a battle or a fight with one of these three things: either Batman, a team of bears, or the Predator. Okay. However, there's some stipulations.
Wait,
Ready?
so
Okay.
I have to fight one of those three?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So Batman is Robert Pattinson version with tie-ins features from the novel as well as the movie. You get to train 1 year with Navy SEALs, and for weapons, you will start off with a steel bat, utility belt. On the belt, you get your choice of 9mm handgun, 5 magazines, a flashbang, a K-bar knife, a GPS map of Gotham, and brass knuckles. If Batman catches you, he won't kill you, but he will permanently hospitalize you. Batman believes...
Permanently? You get to live, but you're in a never-ending coma.
Batman believes that if he doesn't find you and beat the living tar out of you, a bomb will go off in the middle of Gotham, and Alfred, Selina, and a large school of children will die. Batman has 24 hours to find you. You start in a hotel at one end of Gotham. Batman starts at the police station at the other end. Batman can get the normal amount of help he would get from the police as he did in the film. No leaving the city or hijacking an aerial vehicle. Batman doesn't know exactly what you look like, and he has a general description, and Riddler left him a clue as to who exactly you are. If you avoid being captured by Batman, yes, the police will let Batman beat you if they catch you as well. Then you win $100,000. All right, that's Batman.
Wait. Riddler Googled me? Is that what happened?
Riddle me this. Who stops time and makes you shit, Batman? Oh, that's got to be Vertical Moth Novak. He's famous. Everyone knows him. All right. Okay. The Bear Team.
But I've got to... Do I have a steel bat with this one?
We'll get there. All right. The Bear Team is a group of hyper-intelligent bears. A polar bear, grizzly, Kodak bear, giant panda, Kamchatka brown bear, sun bear, American black bear, and a sloth bear. Each bear...
I thought it was like 3 bears. That's a shitload of bears.
Big-ass team of bears.
It's like one of every kind of bear.
Each bear has the intelligence...
Batman.
Each bear has the intelligence of a very smart German 9th grader, as well as its normal bear instinct. But the bears have the maturity of a group of violent 12-year-old bullies. The bears believe you stole all of their food and honey and killed their women. Each bear is an adult male bear working to hunt you down. These bears have only been living together for only 6 months as a group. They have successfully killed 2 U.S. Army Rangers. You will train with the U.S. Green Berets for 6 months. Chad, here you go. You get your choice of pump-action shotgun, a utility belt, with your choice of 9mm handgun, your choice of knife or hatchet, food, camping gear, a tricked-out golf cart, and climbing gear. The golf cart can move up to 15 miles per hour, can tow up to 2 tons, has a large truck-style bed, and can climb mountains, hills, and through mud, as well as an off-road Range Rover. The Bears have 2 weeks to hunt you down. The Bears have 2 weeks to hunt you down. You will start at one end of Yellowstone, and the Bears will start off at the other end. No leaving the park. The Bears will eat you slowly if they catch you starting with your toes and fingers. There's 5 cabins spread out in the park you can hide in. You can ask a park ranger for help 5 times for 30 minutes, but only once per day. Survive the 2 weeks and you collect $2 million. The Bears can get info from other animals that are willing to help them. Example, other bears might help, but animals that don't play nice with bears won't. None of the other animals will directly fuck with you as long as you don't do anything to seriously piss them off. Okay, one more. Predator.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. You got a question?
I'm gonna whip that golf cart onto the golf cart. It's a golf cart, but it has a truck bed, tows 5 tons.
You get a golf cart.
Brought all of the golf clubs he's ever owned.
You get a golf cart, but it's actually a magic carpet. Like climb mountains and shit.
Don't worry, the Bears can get help from other animals. There's some fox.
What's the point of us starting on different ends of things if there's no, like, I can't leave and there's no time limit?
I mean, I guess you don't die instantly. You can plan. I don't know. I don't know. You have more time to steal all their honey and women. All right. The Predator. The Predator gets live-action features from the first 2 original films and the 2022 film only, in capital letters. The Predator will hunt you and your team for 7 days. You can choose a team of 3 non-superhero or super-powered live-action characters to help you. The characters cannot be from the Predator franchise, and neither can the actors that portray said characters. No one on your team can be more powerful than Daniel Craig, James Bond, Rambo, or John Wick. The only gear they can bring are things a civilian would buy in a real-world gun store or outdoor store in the U.S. You and your team will train together for 1 year. After training, any knowledge you and your team have of the Predator franchise will disappear. All the human knowledge of the Predator franchise will vanish from planet Earth. You and your team will only know that some weird unknown being with unknown abilities is after you and they have to keep you safe at all costs. Your team has a budget of $500,000 for gear, food, vehicles, etc. You will start in Rio, Brazil. You can leave Rio, but not Brazil. You cannot travel by air or water. The police will not interfere. Gangs, cartels, and other wild cards will stay clear of you unless you seriously piss them off. Blah, 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 blah. This is boring. There's a lot of this. Oh, a small elite unit of the Brazilian military and 3 CIA agents are tracking the Predator and you. Think the plot of Predator 2. They aren't there really to help, simply using you as bait, and are more than willing to let you get killed. Even if you are unarmed, the Predator will kill you. The Predator is really only after you, but will kill anyone who gets in the way. The Predator gets its normal gear, and outside of the OP rules will behave like an honorable Predator. The Predator has seen all of the Predator movies. Survive and win $20 million. One last note. No calling for outside help in any of these scenarios. This Predator just sitting down watching the Predator. Yeah. Okay.
I like where it's like you train for 6 months and then 30 seconds later a bear rips your head off. Like, well, that didn't go well.
All right, so you have all of the various conditions now. So of those 3 scenarios, I think, what do you think you have the best shot at?
All right. I actually think this isn't that hard.
Agreed.
So, first of all, not the Bears, okay? It's you versus like an entire team of bears.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are going to die. Like you will die. They
Bear
know
is
Yellowstone
is nature's predator.
As
Yes,
smart as a
exactly.
ninth grade German.
Ninth grade German. They know Yellowstone, right? Like that is their home turf. You are on their home turf. So cross that one off immediately.
Counterpoint, though, you have a tricked out golf cart. So
That's true.
Man, you can do a lot with that. Fly to the fucking
mountains.
moon, apparently. Yeah.
So that leaves it between Batman and the Predator.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, because that was like a 20-minute explanation, I kind of don't remember everything you get with the Batman besides the steel pipe or whatever it was.
Pipe. That's all you need.
um,
Remember, the Riddler will tell him, give him a clue as to who you are.
The Riddler will give him a clue. And as we know...
He looked at your LinkedIn profile.
Other people shitting he likes to make. He will finish 3/4 cake. Oh, it's Chad.
As we know, Batman is the world's greatest detective. You know, so he will find you. He will... I've played those Batman video games. He will hang from a gargoyle and, like, drop down when you're on your patrol, you know, and, like, hang you by your neck or whatever he does. And I don't want to be permanently hospitalized either.
Yeah, I remember that part, the Batman video game where he lynched guys.
But has he seen all the Batman movies? That's part of
we don't know.
He
might have memory of the Batman franchise.
So to me, the obvious choice here is Predator, because you get with you allies like John Wick, Invincible John Wick, and other allies that you mentioned, who I don't remember, but are also like invincible.
Daniel Craig, James Bond.
And
Rambo.
Rambo. Predator's not killing Rambo.
Yeah. All those people are better suited than me to fight anybody.
So we're just going to like set it up like a triangle, you know, Rambo on one side of me, John Wick and Daniel Craig, James Bond on the other. And we're just going to wait it out. We're going to easily, John Wick easily take out the Predator. So yeah, that's my choice. Plus, we get a year of training, and who doesn't want to hang out with John Wick for a year?
Now, it did say I could choose anyone that wasn't in the Predator films.
Yeah,
that is not stronger than John Wick.
Right. Those were the base level powers. You couldn't pick essentially like Superman, is what they meant.
And I get $500,000. I'm not choosing.
No. You get like more than that against the Predator.
It's like $2 million or something.
Oh,
yeah, it's a lot.
That if you win, but I get like $500,000 to train or a weapons allotment. But I'm not going to take Daniel Craig, James Bond, or John Wick. I'm going to bring Joe Perry, Steven Tyler, and the gang. and another Aerosmith guy.
And Liv Tyler, I don't know. Who's another one?
And that blonde drummer that looks like a woman. So those are my three. I think it's still going to be enough because I'm going to have a 9mm,
a K-bar knife. I was going to try to make
a sawed-off shotgun or whatever it was, pump-action shotgun.
a really large shopping cart. No, I was going to try to make another Aerosmith song joke, but I realized we've used all the ones that I actually know. Living on the Edge, Pink, and Shittin' or whatever that one is. Shittin'.
And the Armageddon one.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Predator's got a gun.
Predator hasn't seen the movies.
Hold on, let me, real quick, I gotta go to Disney World and ride the Aerosmith roller coaster so I can learn more Aerosmith songs.
Pick up some Splash Mountain water while you're there.
All right, Chocolatey Tree Stumps. That's what we got. This is the... Bourbon is the company. Chocolatey Tree Stump Cookies. It has a very funny lumberjack on the front with a bear, but this bear's team is also a rabbit and a squirrel, and not more bears.
The lumberjack has chosen an axe for his weapon, and he has trained for 6 months.
John Wick is holding a 9mm to the bear's head.
It's like a pretty big, sizable square box with another package inside, like a glossy package you have to open. And then the pieces, they have like a chocolatey flat bottom. And then in the middle is like a cookie part, a lighter colored cookie part. So it looks like a little like tree stump with the bark carved off at the top.
Right.
And I 100% bought these because the box looks hilarious and because it's called Tree Stump. Check our Instagram, look at the picture, or just Google these chocolatey tree stumps. And the lumberjack, very funny looking, and then he's standing there all self-satisfied and saying, "Cookies."
He sure is.
The side of the box says, it helpfully breaks it down. The stump is a crispy cookie, and the bottom is a chocolatey coating.
Oh.
And most of all of the words are English, but it does say that it's a product of Japan. So Japanese snack. And I'm going first. I think these are very tasty. The chocolate's good, got a nice milk chocolatey flavor. The cookie has sort of the right amount of crispness. I think it's like sort of like the hardness of like just a plain butter cookie. But I don't know what flavor it has, just kind of a generic cookie flavor. But I do think these two go really well together. It's not like any other candy cookie combo that I can think of here. The ratios, it's nothing that it reminds me of. It's sort of a welcome surprise. And I'm going to give my second Love Dad of the day. I think these are very, very tasty. I could definitely see myself munching away at these. If I had a big box of these, I think it would be trouble. I think they're super tasty. I like them a lot. Yeah,
do you like these? Is this a higher Love Dad than the?
This is a tastier snack than the other cracker is for sure. Mm-hmm. If I had to have one or the other, I would go with these.
Now, what if they found a way to put that sugar cracker into insert it instead of this cookie ball? Would that be your best of both worlds?
Oh, that would make me really happy. It would. That's all I would need to fight Batman.
Forget the steel rod. Yeah. Steel bat or whatever. I've got my flesh bat. Whatever.
Hey, Batman, I've got a flesh bat.
What? I'll defeat Batman by whacking him with my boner.
The Fedoink strategy.
Batman doesn't kill. But this guy's got a huge erection. I gotta cut it off. That'll help. I guess Batman doesn't cut guys' dicks off either. That's probably not from the movies.
I'm gonna permanently hospitalize you. Wait, castrating you.
A comment like that makes me think the entire Batman franchise was wiped off the face of the earth.
This guy thinks Batman's chopping wieners. All right. I am much less shocked by your rating. I don't think I can quite join you in a Love Dat, and that's mostly because the cookie might as well not be there. The cookie's it's like a dry ass hunk of cookie. It doesn't.
That's where you get the crunch from.
Yeah, it's sure.
Yeah, fine, okay. But the chocolate tastes really good. The chocolate is very good chocolate, and I really enjoy the taste of the chocolate. So I'm going to give it a solid like that for me, but not quite a love.
All right, so. The crackers had a love and two indifference. We've got a love and a like here. So unless Chad completely tanks these, they will win. So Chad, what do you think?
I bought these for the comic value of the box and the concept. I did not buy these because I thought that they would taste good at all. I thought they would probably be like stale or, disgusting chocolate. These things are a delight. They are an outstanding size to just like pop in your mouth. and the flavor here is really great. I like the combination of the two. The texture's fantastic from that crunch. It is a good quality, a tasty chocolate on the outside. I knew from the first what rating I was going to give this, and I was laughing when Novak gave a love dap because I thought I was going to be alone on this, and you guys were going to mock me for it. But this is a love dap from me. These things are really good.
They're delicious, yeah.
I can't believe it.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't quite get there.
That's all right. That's as strong a score as Chocolatey Tree Stump could have possibly hoped for.
When they woke up and named it Chocolatey Tree Stump, they could only aspire to a like.
Well, the good thing is that there was nothing lower than an indifferent today, and that's pretty rare for us three cynical bastards. So, where can the listeners contact us?
If you have a free Saturday, I need some training before I take on the Predator, but I am going to ask you to forget everything you know about the Predator. If you are the Riddler, please stop giving out clues as to my identity. I hear Batman is slicing dem wangs.
The phrase is definitely something like a Riddler looked up a clue about you.
The Riddler's secret power is Google, apparently. According to LinkedIn, he's had 9 years as an assistant manager at Arby's.
The clue is he downloaded the Run P app and he's like, all right, at 52 minutes, he's going to be in the bathroom.
When they start shouting, why did you say that name? You can go take a pee. Now, if you'd like to suggest a snack, tell us what you think of our ratings, give your own rating, ask a question for the mailbag, anything like that, you can find us at youtrydat@gmail.com. We are on YouTube, we're on Instagram. We are on Facebook with the You Tried Dat group. We're on Twitter, hashtag You Tried Dat. We would love it if you'd leave us a review or stars or anything like that. And tell your friends and family all about the podcast if you think it's something they'd like. And as always, thank you for listening.
All right, real quick. You're going into a long movie, 2+ hours.
Right.
Do you plan like, oh, I better go run pee now because I don't want to miss like a good part of it. I don't want to have to be holding pee during the like 30 minutes climax of this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That's why, like, when I found out about this app, I was like, oh, this is like a game changer here for going to see these movies that are all like, because movies are all just interminably long these days. And I remember that happened to my wife when she went to go see Dark Knight Rises. And she went to the bathroom and like missed like a very important plot point. I don't remember what it was. But like she came back and was like very confused for a while. That's, guys, that's why theaters are bad. We should just watch all movies at home where you can pause, take all the pee breaks you want.
What's the runtime? When you look at the runtime, what's the runtime that you see and you're like, shit, this movie's pretty long?
Well, Avatar was like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. It's insane.
I mean, 3 is way past. Even if it's over like 2:10 or something,
I think
fancy.
Yeah, I think when it gets to 2:15, I'm like, all right.
I was always amazed at like back in the day of like VCRs and stuff when you'd have to get like 2 tapes for Braveheart or something. It's so fucking long. I remember I had to pee really bad about halfway through Titanic, and I had never seen it. And everyone kept talking about how good it was. So I'm like, I didn't want to miss any of it. In retrospect, I could have fucking pissed the whole goddamn time. It was boring as shit. But I'm sorry. There's one scene I wanted to stick around for. But
it was when the guy fell and hit the propeller, wasn't it?
It was actually, side note. So okay, So I had to pee really bad, and I was with a guy who had seen it. It was this big dumb dipshit from my high school, and he starts nudging me. He goes, "Hey!" I'm like, what? He goes, "Here comes the titty scene." I'm like, what? The titty scene. He's going, the titty scene. He's like whispering, and I'm like, there's that scene where Kate Winslet poses.
No, I know that. What is the story where you
Yeah.
Two high school guys, you and another meathead who
No.
already saw it,
Okay,
went
another
together
meathead?
to
I
see
bet, thank you for
Titanic.
thinking I'm some sort of jock. Yeah, no, it wasn't just the two. It was like a big group of friends. It was like 4 or 5 dudes and like 6 women or something. None of whom we were dating. But,
Geiger and the meathead
yeah, it's
alone in the theater.
me and Fish just had a bro night out watching fucking Titanic.
He really wanted to take you just to show you the titty scene.
Fucking, that's how desperate. Before internet porn was so prevalent, you had to sit through 3 hours of Titanic to see 2 nipples for 30 seconds. But then he also started, like, when the guy like donged off the propeller, he just like starts dying laughing really loudly. Like half the theater is all these like people crying, and he's like, ah!
I mean, that part is very
very funny. But I had to pee really bad about halfway through, and I thought, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna hold it. But then like the whole second half of the movie is just gushing water and shit. And like I'm like, oh my god! So I had to run there, and it was like,
what did you think was going to happen in the second half of that movie?
Well,
the plot
spoiler alert,
is not
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Oh, maybe the boat will make it to New York.
Maybe
The part where the
rescues
passengers are just pissing off the side, going, this feels
Now
really
would
good.
Leo DiCaprio's pissing, and he's just looking right at the camera like, now would be a good time, Geiger.
All of a sudden, the time freezes in the movie, and some guy starts rearranging as if they're pissing on each other the whole time. Got ya.
Fish, why is your dick out? Don't you have Rundy, the app? That was about the titty scene about to come up.
It's Cumdy. Yeah.
All right.
Avatar.
Well, that'll do for this time. We'll be back next time. We're trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Deuces.
Yep.